I don't think the Jets can afford to have Mason Taylor hold out. Rookies are supposed to report on Saturday the 19th, the vets on the 22nd, and just like the other second rounders, he hasn't signed his rookie contract. The majority of the second rounders have not signed their rookie contracts. They're looking for guaranteed money. The Texans kind of screwed the pooch here with their 34th overall pick in giving him guaranteed money. Then the Browns did the same thing with the 33rd overall pick. Alfred Collins of the Niners, he was the 43rd overall pick yesterday, signed a contract that was about 90% guaranteed. I think it was 10.3 million. I think 9 million of it was guaranteed. I see the argument from both sides, right? The NFL is not going to want to give out guaranteed contracts, or not the NFL, but the teams are not going to want to give out guaranteed contracts to second rounders where there's obviously an injury potential there. And if a player is injured and you've paid him all this guaranteed money, it's basically dead cap at that point because the player is not contributing to the team. He's not moving the team forward. He's not helping out in any real way. But on the players' side, I also see the argument where the majority of these guys, I think the average yearly, the average length of career in the NFL is like 3 seasons or just shy of 3 seasons. So they're going to want to get paid. They're going to want to get their money when they can. So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So maybe there was a little wiggle room with Alfred Collins taking a 90% guaranteed contract. But for years, it was only first rounders that got that kind of money, that got that kind of guarantee. And the second rounders, we're seeing as the years go on, their guaranteed money incrementally decline year after year after year. And finally, with the Texans giving their second round pick a guaranteed contract, the Players Association kind of put their foot down and said, you know what? Now we're going to fight for this. And I get it. But Mason Taylor has the potential on the Jets to be the second, the number 2 pass catcher behind Garrett Wilson. Because, I mean, behind Garrett Wilson, your number 2 receiver is what? Reynolds? Mason Taylor has fantastic hands. He was a pass catching tight end in the SEC as a freshman at LSU. He's going to be a good player. He's going to be here, I think, for a long time. And he's got great blocking abilities. This is a safety valve for Justin Fields and the offense and Tanner Angstrom. This is a player who's going to work underneath in front of linebackers. This is a guy who's going to be in the slot and do vertical routes. This is a guy who's, I think, is going to score a lot of points for this team. I mean, could he turn into our version of Travis Kelce? Who knows? But he can't hold out. You cannot have all of this good aura behind signing Garrett Wilson, signing Sauce Gardner to these massive contracts, and then not pay a rookie contract, a rookie deal on a second round pick. I don't think it sends a good message to the team. Whatever needs to be done has to be done. He's got to get in here. I think it's just a bad look for a team that doesn't want any bad news on the back page. Now, it wouldn't just be the Jets. They wouldn't just be the ones with the bad press clippings, because it's almost every team, right? 30 or 29 teams are in the same position right now. There's that many picks that are potentially not going to show up. I mean, some guys already are holding out. Some guys are not showing up. So that already has happened. But I don't think that for a messaging standpoint from Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji, they can allow it to happen. I think they just have to do what needs to be done. Whether he wants a 90% deal, just do it. Get him in. Get him in. Because if it's going to happen, it's already happened. Okay? So moving forward, 2026, 27, as the years go on, this could become the norm. So just get it done. Get him in the building. Let him build that chemistry in the offense with Justin Fields the way we all hope it's going to happen. We can't have any holdouts. We can't have any distractions. I'm a Jets fan. There's been distractions every offseason for the last decade. I don't want any more. It's been great so far. There's been no news out of one Jets drive. That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing to have nothing on the back pages as a Jets fan. There was always something going on. But last year, whether it was Rodgers going to Egypt or whatever and missing some days of camp, and then Salah kind of throwing him under the bus. Whether it was, we had years we had fights in the locker room. We had Geno Smith get his jaw broken and Ryan Fitzpatrick had to come in. There's so many things I could get into. And yeah, this is a small thing. This wouldn't be that big of a deal. At the end of the day, because again, it's not just the Jets, it's 29, 30 other teams, 30 other picks that are in the same boat. But I just don't want anything. I just want a quiet offseason. I want a productive camp. And this would get in the way of that. And I don't think it's good for a new regime to have any sort of issues like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that the second rounders should be given guaranteed money? I'm on the fence about it. But if this is going to be the future and this is how it's going to go, then just get it done. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Because a lot of these guys don't have a lot of time to make their money in the NFL. Like I said before, 3 years or just shy of 3 years is the average career for an NFL player. So let them make their money. There's enough money floating around in the NFL. Maybe the salary cap needs to go up. That's a conversation for another day. Let them make their money. I think that I've said this before. I think NFL players are modern day gladiators in a sense, and they deserve our respect, and they deserve every dime that is allotted to them. So get Mason Taylor in the building, whether it's a fully guaranteed contract, whether it is a 90% guaranteed contract. You already have, it looks like, 3 guys that have signed out of the second round picks. Just get it done. Just get it done. Because a lot of these guys in other drafts would be first round picks. They would be. But unfortunately, the year that they're drafted, they weren't. Mason Taylor is probably the best, not probably, but is the best tight end out of the class, in my opinion. Get him in the building. Don't let him hold out. Have him show up on Saturday on the 19th.